Hey everybody, what's up? I'm gonna do a review on the new eps on the I'm gonna do my first impressions and review on Grisaia no Rakuen. In other words, it could be called the Eden of Grisaia or La Eden de la Grisaia, whatever you need to call it. Those of you visual novels will know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I'm very sorry for this review to come up late. Had a little trouble waking up and having to take care of some car issues here and there. So if anything else, let's go. Okay, but however, I am going to tell you this though. I think this should only be for visual novel players of Grisaia, or so. Those of you who are brand new to Grisaia, I suggest you watch here's what I suggest you do first. You could either play the visual novel, which I highly recommend because I guarantee to heck there will be a lot of details that's cut out of that is really cut out, that is really important to each and every other character. And it's recommendable. But if you want to take a shortcut route and a confusing one, you can either watch the first series of The Fruit of Grisaia, which is 13 episodes, followed by the Grisaia of Miku, or the Labyrinth of Grisaia, or Grisaia, Miku Grisaia whatsoever. Anyways, if you want to watch the anime, I highly recommend you start by watching the first series, and then followed by the special, which came out last week, because it'll give you some minor detail, not major detail, but I suggest you play the visual novel first. Anyways, besides all that, let's go. Okay, at the beginning of what happened in last week's special, it picks off where Yuji is brought in by a girl named Asako, I believe. That's pretty much some woman that I think does some kind of job of protecting or killing people. I don't know, but those are your visual novels. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, Asako took Yuji in, and he was pretty much a pain in the butt first off, because the moment she took him in, he's like some soulless body that's not saying anything. Like, he's like pretty much dead. Not literally dead, but dead. Later on, he ended up moving by killing something. It was just an insect. And he's like freaking out, and he puked. And I'm thinking in my mind, whoa, is it really that bad for you? But I'm pretty sure I'd be saying to myself, if I were in his position, I think I would act the same way. But vomiting up, I'm not even sure. But I think I would have acted the same way as him. Anyways, as the episode progresses with its own procedure and events, we see to it that our buddies have gotten Yuji to a good vacuuming point where he can actually start talking. And as for Asako, she tries to feed Yuji, but he would not eat it. And JB's like, you gotta listen, she's trying to help you. But Yuji says, you don't understand, you should take a look at her cooking. And her cooking was so horrid that JB has to come in and cook for them, And later on, he ends up having a dog, and he calls it John, And eventually down the road, Asako tells JB that she's gonna quit her job due to her right vision being worse, or something else is just coming up, By then, as time goes on, she ends up training Yuji, like in terms of combat, and telling him, okay, when you beat up your bullies or beat up people, your popularity grows in middle school. But in high school, your academic intelligence is what counts the most. And I just go like, dear Lord, you got some ways of training him in military school, huh? That kind of thing. Well, she might have been raised in military, or trained herself in military, or been somewhere. I don't even know what the heck it is, but it is what it is. Anyways, as time goes on, Yuji ends up earning a gun, which I believe he might have been using ever since the first series of Grisaia or something. And later after that, he ends up going hunting with her, But however, he could not kill a deer. The next day goes by, he sees that his dog is barking. He realizes it's a bear, and he ends up grabbing his gun. And he tries to shoot the bear, but he couldn't, And later on, when he goes after the bear to get John back, which is pretty much dead, pretty obvious, the bear ends up taking him down. And later on, this bloodlust, or the dark side of Yuji, just came up. He grabs a stick and stabs the bear in the eye. And later on, just before he's about to kill it, he realizes it was getting food for its baby cubs. And I'm thinking in my mind, dear Lord, that's gotta suck, man. And later on, he goes back to the house, and Asako says, "A bear?" He says, "Yeah, but I couldn't kill the bear. I just couldn't." Later on, he cries in Asako's arms, and she says, "It's okay. You are like that, you know." It must have been tough for Yuji, you know. I mean, like, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what kind of detail what he went through of killing people, but guarantee the heck, like, it seems to, like, freak him out ever since as a kid. I mean, think about it. I mean, those of you who actually read the visual novels or kept up with Grisaia to the end, you know what I'm talking about. Those of you brand new, like I said, you should go watch the first series, followed by, you should either go read the visual novel, which is highly recommended, or you could take the other confusing shortcut route by watching the anime series, followed by the special of Grisaia, which came out last week. And then, yeah. Anyways, as time goes on, Yuji asks Asako to train him the way she is now. However, she says, "It's not an easy road. I want you to rethink this through. And from now on, I'm your god like I told you. I'm going to train you the way I want to train you, okay?" Etc. That kind of thing. And it ends off there. And it ends up with the toony, catchy song, which could be the opening or it's just the ending song. And it shows maybe some other things about what Yuji's been doing throughout the time in his late teens to probably adulthood, or to the point where he's going to high school to understand normal circumstances of high school life, you know, or school life, whatever. Anyways, as for the first episode of Grisaia no Rakuen, I may say this: if I were a visual novel reader and I knew everything about it, if they were missing a lot of details, I may say it's probably horrid. But for me, as an anime only watcher, and probably might have read some other details and research or something, I think it did somewhat of an okay job, an average to an okay job, you know. Anyways, thought it came out alright. Could have been better, but it is what it is, you know. And I actually had some fun times with it. Anyways, I'm just gonna leave it off here, people. So you can expect more Grisaia reviews down the road. Okay, so I think I'll see y'all till then. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys in my next video or so. Okay, peace out. Bye bye.